Kind of been waiting on this one, man. Really been waiting on this one, bro. Definitely been waiting on it, man. We got the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra in the house, bro. I already unboxed this joint, man, because I just couldn't wait. So I just threw the box up here like a lame, just like everybody else on YouTube does, just so you can see the box. Why do an unboxing? Because it really ain't shit to it, honestly. Like, yeah. What we're here for is this joint right here. I actually love the back of this device. The camera bump is ridiculously crazy. Like, it is 100% crazy. And by crazy, what do I mean? Wait for it. 1 point of contact. 2. Damn near 3 points of contact on this thing, man. Yeah. Google did it right. What they do? They went ahead and put a bar all the way across. No rocking. Zero rocking. The OnePlus came close, right? It really did came close, but you have a ginormous camera bump here, but it's kind of uniform in a sense, but it doesn't quite go over enough to cover the full surface of the device. So you still have a point of contact, 2 points of contact on that joint, which is quite annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. And we already know, let's see, we know what the iPhone does. It does the same thing. 1, 2, yeah, rockathon. You can call that a rock concert when you put your phone down when it's in the naked like this, but it is what it is, man. So yeah, I'm not mad at this. I'm good this year because I did not get the S24 Ultra last year. If I remember correctly, I don't believe I got the 23 either. I think the 22 was the last Ultra device that I had. I want to say that I can't hit so many phones. I don't remember half of the time, but for the most part, they rounded the edges off where it fits the hand. It's still not to the level of the curves that you get on the Pixel. It's not that. So you still get some. You take a look at it here, those rounded edges on the Pixel are definitely a lot more rounder than they are. So it fits a lot more comfortable in the hand. For what it's worth, the Pixel is still by far the most comfortable phone that I've had in a long time because of the heftiness of it. That sense of, I don't know what the correct term is for it, but it feels more solid in the hand. This is lighter. I held the 24 last year. It's definitely lighter than what you would expect out of an Ultra device, being it that is this big, right? I'm not mad at that, but you do lose that, I guess, premium feel that you go for when you talk about heft and the way it feels in the hand. So it's not bad. Maybe I just need to get used to it with the rounded. They're rounded, but they're still not as rounded as I would like. So I'm not hating. I'm just stating one of the things that kind of, you know, and you see my briefing just popped up on the screen. So we're going to get into all of this, man. This is just my quick first impressions of this device, right? So I'm definitely going to compare it. Despite being an unpopular opinion against the OnePlus 13, the Google Pixel, and the iPhone. Why? Because this is Google's flagship. This is OnePlus's flagship. This is Samsung's flagship. And this is Apple's flagship device. So why not compare them against each other? It only makes perfect sense to me. I've seen a couple reviews, some of the people who I actually highly respect when you talk about tech, saying that it's an unfair comparison when you talk about the OnePlus versus the S25 Ultra. And I think that's hogwash or horse shit, whichever one you want to call it. Excuse my French. But this is a grown folks channel, so we good. The only thing that really is different in this device, I must say, is the processor. In here, you have a 6.9 inch Super AMOLED or Dynamic AMOLED LTPO display, right? With a refresh rate of 120. This has 120 LTPO AMOLED display. Why not compare the two? This one has the Snapdragon 8 Elite. This one has the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. Same processor. This one's just overclocked just a little bit, just to put that moniker on there and push some of the things that Samsung needs it to push. 16 gigs of RAM, 12 gigs of RAM. Why not compare the two? Right? The cameras on this one, 50, 50, and 50, right? Cool. 250 and 50 on this one with a 12 megapixel camera on the front. This one has a 32 megapixel camera on the front. This one has 512 gigs of storage. This one has 512 gigs of storage. This one has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. This one has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Oxygen OS, Android 15. The list goes on and on. IP69 rating, IP68. The processor and the S Pen is really the only difference between these two devices. So how could you say that these devices can't be compared along with the Pixel? Now the Pixel is strictly in this because of the software. It's hard to beat the software in this, but from what I'm hearing, One UI is probably going to surpass the stock Android experience this year. That's what I'm hearing. But we're going to put it to the test and see. I'm more interested in the day-to-day uses, the photo, the video, the options within there, the AI stuff. It's all hogwash. Like, it all comes out in the wash. It comes down to personal preference. It comes down to whatever you fancy at the moment when you talk about these devices, right? Right. So again, my initial impressions of this device is, I think it's slick as hell, man. I really do. But I'm very, very, very curious to see how it compares to these two devices. The iPhone, totally different experience, but we're going to do it just for shits and giggles. Here on the set, we kind of go against what everybody else does. That's what separates us between the rest of the people here on YouTube. And that's what we try to do, man. We do sneakers, electronics, and occasionally we get our hands into some toys, i.e. Legos and Funko Pops. But I digress. Anyway, man, that was just my quick not unboxing first impressions of the Samsung S25 Ultra. Bruh, I think it's gonna be a beast device. I really do. A lot of people are tight about that S Pen and that Bluetooth functionality being gone. I am not, because I didn't have that device last year to even miss that. So we're gonna equal this thing out. We're gonna put it through its paces, and bro, you know we're gonna go on location somewhere and do a shootout, because that's what we do here on the set. Again, man, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, bro, so you will be the first to know when we drop more S25 content here on the set. I am your boy, Money Matt. I bid you folks adieu. Peace.